magnificent views.
Ancestors smiled on me. Diamonds on my diamond.
Fuck all of my bitches old friends. Y'all let that girl fuck anybody. Anybody. Y'all let that girl fuck anybody. Okay, let me stop. What up? What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Essential Capitalist tapping back in with another video, and in today's video it's going to be a quick one, but here we are with another trade breakdown. Two trades that I've taken ended up being L's, but nevertheless losses are a part of the game. So yeah, here we go again on the demo account challenge on some trade breakdowns. So let's get straight into it. So starting off was Euro NZD, and this trade idea could have been avoided. I feel like this was something that it looked very high probable, you know, but let's just get into it. So as I saw, price was very bullish, even like coming into the past here a little bit. Let's see, you're very much bullish. You're constantly making, you know, highs and lows, low, high, low. Kind of move up a little bit, and then I just got some internal noise here, but I classify this as a high, low, high, and then a major low here. So initially we got that change of character, breaking this low here. So that was that first phase of a structure shift. So me thinking, okay, price came down to this point, so what happened before? Okay, price swept liquidity here, and then we continued to run. Left behind this big impulse, and we came back, mitigated this impulse, and then we continued to rally. Then once we got to this point, this is when I was looking at the market. Okay, I was looking for sales out of this region here, as you can see. I was looking for sales out of this region here, but you know, price came down, swept this low. Now once price did this is when I should have been skeptical, because you know, usually once price run a low, you know, that's feeling a move for something like this, the exact move that happened, something really big. So I initially should have been waiting for something like that to, you know, transpire, because once price swept this low, I should have known, okay, this high right here, or whatever zone this is not going to hold, but there is liquidity here, so technically it should, right? But it did not. As you can see, price swept this low, and now this is going to make this invalid, because we can very much get like big impulse breaking through your point of interest, and that's exactly what happened here. So did take a loss here, minus 2%. I'll pop it up on the screen how much exactly I lost from the MT5. And yeah, that was well, I guess I want to say my third loss on the account so far. Not really doing too well, I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna go over this other trade that I've taken. Oh, come on, mate. All right, then the other one was very similar. That was Euro NZD, and the other trade was on GBP NZD. So both of these trades have very similar setups. You know, we were continuing the rally, the bullish rally, highs and lows, and that last point that got purged was this high, and then we quickly changed structure after it, making this a liquidity sweep and making this that change of character. And a similar thing happened here, similar to the Euro NZD. See, we broken this low here, but then once we broken this low, I wouldn't say this is not necessarily similar. This you know, seemed more doable than the Euro NZD. You know, you had liquidity resting just before, but still, once price breaks these types of lows here, and that's when initially you're in your new trading range. So the new trading range was here, but I was looking at this high S liquidity that could be swept and then continue that rally, but that is not what happened. As you can see, we broke the low. Then once we broke that low, I could have been looking for here. So it was kind of pointless of me looking for sells out of this region, although it was liquidity just before. Only reason I say that just because we broke this low here. Let me mark this out. We broke this low here. So now we're in a new phase. So I could have just really waited until price came back and gave me some more information, some more intel, some more data on why I want to continue. So what I would have done different here is, I would have waited at least for this to mitigate and then break, then try to get in on another, retest of an order block somewhere. So I should have been more patient here, but it was very similar to the Euro NZD setup, and I'll pop it up here on the screen how much I exactly lost on this trade. So yeah, I took 2 losses this week so far, and it hasn't been very pretty, man, to say the least. So I was up about 6% on the account. Now I'm sitting at about negative 2.5% in drawdown. And another trade that I've taken so far on this account has been this Euro GBP, and this trade was absolutely pointless because I was monitoring this Euro GBP all last week, and we came down and we were mitigating and we were making our way up to breach this high eventually, but we started to get that retracement, and the price came all the way back down to my point of interest and then swept the low. And then me thinking, and this happened on a Sunday, and me thinking, okay, I set a buy stop here, thinking, okay, price may just sweep this low and then continue that rally, but that's not what happened. I eventually just got taken out straight away, and I was entering on a Sunday, which I shouldn't do, and I usually don't do that, and I was just like so eager, so one of those things, man. Psychology is so important when it comes to trading, so you just really gotta stay on your A game. But I'll pop it up here how much I lost as well. So yeah, man, the account isn't doing too good, but nevertheless I am in 2 trades right now currently. Like I mentioned, the account is sitting at negative 2.5% in drawdown. All right, so here we are in the trading history on the MT5. Like I said, man, the account isn't going too well right now. Did take about 4 losses back to back, but nevertheless, I still am pretty confident in, reaching that 20% profit target after taking 4 L's in a row. But it's just a part of the trading game, You win some, you lose some, but you always got to stay level-headed. But the account is at 2.5% drawdown, so that's about $2,528 in drawdown. And we're going to get out of that, so no worries. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the trading history and how that's going. But yeah, we'll get back to it. So let's get back to the breakdown. But I still have a little bit of buffer, like I said. Once I get to about that 10% drawdown, which is 10,000, like, the challenge is over. It's over with the dust. Start over again. But I am currently in 2 trades at the moment, so hopefully these will deliver. And that is NZD-JPY, and that is from I don't know if you guys remember this from the last trade breakdown. I was looking for sells out of this region here, but that was conflicting because we had the sweep and a break indicating that structure shift. So that was a dud. Shouldn't have taken the sell here because we had a structure shift. And we got that whole supply and demand flip. We closed outside of this supply zone, so we hold structure just flipped. And when you have these types of things that happen, your zone didn't hold. There most likely is a zone at the bottom that will hold, because price is flipping, and this is a supply and demand flip. So this zone right here seemed pretty valid to me, and we had liquidity just before it got very, very close to mitigating it and started to shy away. But then we came back down. Now we got that sweep of the liquidity, and we got a beautiful, beautiful rejection candle here. So that gives me a lot of confidence that this will deliver. And the other trade that I am currently in right now is AUD CAD. And you know, again, just following structure on AUD CAD, because look at where we've come from. Okay, price was bearish, and then we bottomed out here. Now once we bottomed out here, we had our change of character. That last recent high that got broken. Oh, what are we doing? Change of character here, and we had that sweep of that last low, and then price continued to, you know, do its thing. Continue to go ahead and do its thing here, and then we had our first mitigation here, that big impulse, and then our first pullback to mitigate the zone in here. And you see we got that rally, breaking structure. Then we came back down to retest it again, and you know, that was the value extreme of this point. You know, something within here, you know. Oh, that was a shitty line. Something within here. So I retested this point of interest again, and then we continued to rally following that structure. Well, what's up with my lines? Following that structure. So yeah, here I am now, getting in just on that continuation. You know, as I said, you always just want to follow the trend, and the trend is your friend, and you know, you want to keep it as simple as possible. So hopefully, you know, I can get something like this to happen. Very corrective price action all the way to the TP. But I'm going to pop up the MT4 here to just show you where, you know, a little bit of the trade history on all the trades together and where the account sits at. So I'll show you guys that. And then yeah, this is pretty much where I'm at right now with the account. You know, not doing too good. Took about 4 losses in a row, which is, you know, 2 of those could have been avoided, but you know, it's a process, man. So hopefully I can just continue to, you know, perform as best as I can. And yeah, we'll get this account, you know, done and complete, done and dusted. But that's all I really got for this video. Just wanted to shed some light on where I'm at with the challenge, and this was part 3 to the demo account challenge. And yeah, hopefully I can get some W's, you know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So maybe I'll keep rising and stay grounded. Peace.